Hello there. Nicola Sturgeon misleading the public and blaming everyone else and everything else again. There goes Nicola Sturgeon again, misdirecting the blame. Now, the SNP Finance Secretary Kate Forbes has estimated that the Scottish Government will have to axe 17,000 public sector jobs. Cue anti-Westminster bile. Because, as usual, her boss Nicola Sturgeon leaps straight in and blames the UK government and Brexit for Scotland's woes. She says that the UK government has cut the Scottish Bloc grant by 5%, so it's all their fault. And also the fault of inflation, which is caused by Brexit, she said. Has no one told her about Ukraine and the energy crisis? But as far as I can see, what has actually happened is that at £35 billion, the Scottish Government's core resource block grant is 8% bigger for 2022 to 2023 than it was in 2019 to 2020, and the only reason that funding was much higher during the two financial years in between of 2020 to 2021 and 2021 to 2022 is because of the pandemic. And now that's over, funding, as it should do, returns to normal. But Sturgeon and her SNP lackeys are trying to make it look as if it's a Westminster cutback, so they can keep blaming the UK government for their own failings, presumably in the hope that Boris will cave in and let them keep it, while the rest of us UK suckers, especially the English, can pick up the tab. Now, the Scottish public sector job cuts will be mainly coming from healthcare and education, presumably because this is where the extra funding was focused during the last couple of years. But Scotland will still have 8% more than before the pandemic. So what was she doing? Taking on permanent staff for a temporary problem, thinking that the funding would continue forever? But although the estimates are for 17,000 job cuts, the Scottish public sector grew by 30,000 jobs during the pandemic years. And get this, some are estimating that the cuts may have to be as high as 40,000 jobs, with the unions now gearing up for industrial action to stop the cuts. And Nicola and her SNP cronies will be desperate to heap the blame on the UK government, hoping that no one will work out that it is Nicola Sturgeon and the SNP-induced £3.5 billion black hole in Scotland's finances that are to blame.